All right, as you can see, I'm back out on trail. More of a camp out. It's winter time, so a lot less hiking. I'm at Afton State Park. Most who have been here would know this lookout. And I'm going to a campsite that I've been to a couple other times before for a nice little winter camp out. The temperature's a little more mild this weekend than last weekend. It's about 35 degrees right now. I'm camping with a couple of the two regular suspects that you've seen in a few of my videos. You'll see who they are when I get there. A little bit gloomy of a day, but it's going to be dark in about an hour anyway. So should be a nice, beautiful little camp out at the state park. Like I said, temperatures are a lot more mild than last weekend. There's 0 wind out today as opposed to 25-mile-per-hour winds. And like I said, 35 degrees instead of like 15, 20 that I was with last weekend. So should be a good time. Check back in once we get to camp. All right, I've made it to camp, and behind me is Ken, and behind me again, right there is inside, is Steve setting up his hammock hot tent for the first time. This is the maiden voyage, so once he gets it all set up, I will show the inside and we can check it out. But I am setting up my tent right here between these two trees. So I'm gonna get that set up pretty darn quick here so I can start making bacon. All right, I've got the tent set up. Skull bitches. We are 10-2. Tomorrow we play the Lions, and we plan on crushing the Lions, even though we don't ever crush the Lions. But you see the tent all set up. Beautiful. Steven is still working on his hot tent. So hopefully he gets that done up pretty quick here. Ken's been helping him out, so Ken's back there kind of setting up his tent, or his hammock. But we are set and ready. I think it's about time for me to start a fire. What do you think? tents and hammocks. Oh, I'm in my tent. They're in their hammocks. Steve's in his hot tent hammock, so he's gonna be warm tonight. But I've got my little heater system going. It's only 32 degrees out there, but I figure I'd be as warm as I could possibly be. So I got this candle lantern that's hanging, and I've got my candle lantern on the ground there next to my hot cocoa. And it is 32 outside and 52 inside. So pretty comfortable warm in here tonight. So I got a feeling this is not going to be a bad night of sleep at all. Watch a little something on my phone before I go to bed and hit the sack. I am up. Great night of sleep. It stayed 55, 60 degrees pretty much all night in my tent. So I never woke up chilly. I didn't even wake up ever feeling or seeing my breath when I was breathing. So it was that warm in here. About 20 or 30 degrees overnight. Let me see what the low was. It says the low was 10. I don't know if that's right or not. If it got to 10 degrees and my tent stayed 55 degrees, that's crazy. But like I said, good night of sleep. Could have slept longer. I had a long week of work, but at Afton State Park, when the morning hits, you're awake with all the birds and geese and everything else that are down on the river. So no choice but to get up now. So get this day started. All right, we are all packed up. Well, I'm packed up and Ken is packed up. Steven's still working on that hot tent right there. That's a lot to deal with. So,
still doing shit.
But the Vikings are on in like a half an hour, so I'm heading out. And I'm gonna get to the truck right about when that Vikings game starts, and I can listen to some of it on the way home. But it was a great camp out, warm out here. It was 30, 35 degrees the entire time, wet, but still a good camp out. Catch me on that next one.